Hey hoes, welcome back to BlueTube. I'm Reeves.
And I'm Nicholas.
Ow. And today we're going to be doing things a little bit different. You see, for one of the first times ever, we followed basketball. So today we're going to be voting in the All-Star votes for the 2021 NBA season. Basically, if you don't know how it works, they do a big game where best of the best play against each other, and this is going to help them to decide who can be in that game based on how many votes each player gets.
All right, I got it. Here we go. In the paint, Kyle Kuzma.
Okay.
At the perimeter,
Yeah.
maybe LeBron. Let's think about it though. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if LeBron is really in the same caliber as Kyle Kuzma.
We'll see.
Actually, what we're going to be doing is we'll go through the West and through the East. We'll start at the front courts, then go to the guards. Front courts are consisting of your centers, power forwards, and small forwards, while your guards are your point guards and shooting guards.
Just put big ticket on there 5 times.
5 big tickets. That's James Wiseman. So let's get started with the West. As you can see, they're going to bring up basically everyone. Right now, it is organized by points, which is basically all the NBA really cares about. And there's a lot of different options for how you can go. My very first pick is going to be Nikola Jokic because he is absolutely the most dangerous triple-double threat in NBA history.
I mean, let's think about it. He spreads the floor.
He's tall.
He's a paint beast. Like, this guy's insane.
His arms are so long, and he's hilarious.
He's a great guy.
Now, that doesn't actually factor into the voting, but it is what it is.
All right.
As you can see, second up is Kawhi Leonard, and then there's also Paul George. They're teammates, but I don't think either of them deserve to be on this list after they had one of the biggest score differentials of all time scored against them with the Dallas Mavericks.
You also just really dislike Paul George for some reason.
I also really dislike Paul George. For anyone that's interested in seeing why I dislike Paul George, you can go and watch the 11-minute video of people scoring buzzer beaters against him to win.
It's a real thing. We'll put it in the description.
It's 11 minutes.
All right, what position are we picking for next?
It's just either of the forwards. Obviously, LeBron James is the one who's going to get the most picks for your forwards because he is, LeBron James. But because of that, he will most likely be the actual captain of the West. Because of that, I'm not going to waste one of my votes on him. And instead, I'm going to try and make sure that other players are able to be put into what he can draft for the team. I'm going to put my second pick at Zion Williamson.
There you go.
Because, oh my God, duh.
He is the original big ticket.
He is the next big thing. I swear, if they had not reinforced rims because of Shaq, he'd be the one they're reinforcing them for because he rips them off the backboard.
I mean, honestly, it's insane. It's scary to watch.
He also played in South Carolina, which is where we're from. So that's cool.
All right, what's next? Porzingis, maybe?
You do have a couple of choices. You have Kristaps Porzingis, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis, Andrew Wiggins. Those are all going to be a lot of people that get voted in, and they're just kind of fan favorites. But it's not who I'm going to vote for.
Let's do Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter Jr., get him out of here. He is the second option to Jokic, so that's fair. But I'm going to be putting the guy that has taken over the empty all-star spot from James Harden on Houston, Christian Wood.
Christian Wood,
as you can see, already a double-double there. He's got 23.3 points with 10.7 rebounds. And, after James Harden left, I was a little scared. I was a little skeptical, you could say, of my homeboys, the Houston Rockets. But then Christian Wood decided he was going to take things personally.
Him to do that, and it became personal with me.
Christian Woods, DeMarcus Cousins, John Wall, Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker, 6-win streak without James Harden.
And I took that personally.
So basically, Christian Wood, I think he's really put the franchise on his back. And you'll see later on with some of my other picks, that goes a long way with me when you are the face of your franchise and you're doing something to keep it alive.
Hey, it's difficult to be a franchise player.
It is. It's hard. Speaking of franchise players, here are all of them. And the West is filled with important and impressive franchise players.
All right, we got to throw Luka on there. No doubt in my mind.
There is Luka. You obviously also have Dame, Steph, CJ, Devin Booker, who everyone overhypes and says is the second coming of Kobe Bryant.
I mean,
he's not.
Devin Booker
and then you
sucks.
have SGA, you have De'Aaron Fox, Victor Oladipo, D'Angelo Russell. A lot of people really pushing their way into the conversation. You even have Ja Morant, and Ja Morant wow. I mean, he was rookie of the year
He
over
was,
Zion,
yeah.
so says a lot.
All right, here's what I say we do.
Okay,
CJ McCollum.
CJ McCollum, bam.
Okay.
Yep.
Luka
And then we
Doncic. Well, no,
also
I think
put
Luka's gonna.
DeJounte.
I think Luka's gonna get it regardless if we vote him or not.
I think so too, which is why my vote, I'm gonna put Steph Curry.
Oh, I didn't
because
even
I
realize.
think Steph Curry has the possibility and the potential to be the captain instead of LeBron James. Steph Curry is a franchise name. He's a household name, even if you don't watch basketball. And, 62 points in one game is pretty impressive.
I think Steph's gonna get it regardless if we vote for him or not.
I think he will too, but that's more so that he'll get captain.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
And then the person who, it's kind of just a personal thing for me. Now I'm the one who took that personally.
Okay.
And it's going to be Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, because
Shaq decided to open his big mouth on air and say that Donovan Mitchell wasn't going to be the kind of guard that can carry a team to, that next level. And then they went on a huge win streak.
Donovan Mitchell, he took that personally.
He did. He took it personally.
He said, Shaq said this about me. Watch this.
I mean, it was a huge thing just a couple of nights ago that the Nuggets were able to beat their win streak.
That's insane.
That's crazy. It was like an 11 win streak.
But the Nuggets beat that.
The Nuggets were the ones that snapped it.
And that's why we got Porzingis. Oh, God. And I just smacked my head with the mic.
We got Jokic over there. And now let's look at the East. The front court, that's an interesting one. As much as I hate him, please stop hitting me.
Oh, dude, are we going to go
as much as I hate him, as much as I want him to barely take a step and break his ankle again, Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper, literally Ronnie 2K's dream come true, you're going to get my first vote. 30.8 points is unreal, especially coming off of a huge injury like he did. And you know what? I'm a big Slenderman fan, and he's the closest thing that we had to it. So
if KD entered a ugliest person competition, he would lose because he's just so ugly.
Yeah, if Kevin Durant entered a world's most ugliest contest, he gets second place because he can't even win that.
Oh,
got him. Now, next up, this is a more of an impressive, not impressive, kind of a hard one to pick. You obviously have Joel Embiid, who's got Tobias Harris, both players from the 76ers, and they've had a pretty impressive season. You also have Giannis and Chris Middleton from the Bucks, who have had another impressive season. Giannis also doubling already, same for Joel Embiid, which is hard for me to deny, but I don't think I'm going to put either of them.
There's no reason to. They're going to get it.
Yeah, they really will get it. And you know what? Same for Jason Tatum, although I am a big Celtics guy.
I don't really like Jason Tatum's okay.
Jason Tatum rules.
You got Jimmy Buckets.
I think who I want to put is first up Domantas Sabonis, because like I mentioned, if you can put the franchise on your back and make it relevant, that says a lot about you as a player and your caliber.
Okay, that's fair.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Domantas Sabonis probably end up somewhere more like a Portland, honestly.
I could see him going to Portland.
If you put Domantas Sabonis on Portland, I think they easily become a playoff team, if not a champion.
That's a good dynamic duo, too.
Yeah, you've also got him partnering up with both Dame and CJ McCollum.
Yeah.
And since he's a stretch big, I mean, he can stretch the floor and hit threes somewhat reliably.
Pascal Siakam, no.
Pascal Siakam, you don't even deserve to be here. Jimmy Butler is someone that is very interesting, but I'm trying to only take this season into account. Last season in the NBA bubble, he had the showing off of his life.
That man was playing out of his mind. I don't even understand. Same for Bam Adebayo. And scroll down a little bit more.
It is tough. We'll scroll down a little bit.
Okay, let's see.
TJ Warren from the Pacers. That's the next closest.
Clint Capella, I feel like he's got a good. He's got a chance.
Is very serious. I think if you do Clint Capella, though, it has to be because of him and Trae Young together.
Okay, that's very fair. That's very fair.
I think Aaron Gordon, ever since he grew out his hair, has become a worse player. So I don't even think he should.
He just needs to shave his head. That's what he needs to do.
If he shaves his head, he'll probably be epic.
Where are we gonna put Westbrook on this?
He's not gonna be on this. But I'm thinking to actually, surprisingly, put Gordon Hayward, because he's almost had a career renaissance and revitalization now that he's in Charlotte.
Okay, I can buy that for $1.
And you know what? Let's give a little shout out to our main man, Gordon Hayward. It's the closest thing we have to an NBA team here in South Carolina. NBA, if you're watching, please come to Columbia so we can make a Soda City team. Please, I don't ask for much. Just please do that Sorry.
Soda City, they have the potential for an NBA team. It's just astronomical.
We don't have anything else in South Carolina. We will latch onto it so hard.
So here's what we're gonna put. We're gonna put Chris LeVert.
Okay. Yeah.
And Kyle Lowry, because he's gonna distract people with his dump truck of a butt.
Okay. I was thinking that we could probably put Norman Powell. Actually, who we are definitely going to put, it's not even a question if he deserves it or not. He just absolutely does. It's Bradley Beal. 35 points per game.
I think Bradley Beal with Trae Young would be really good.
I think Bradley Beal in general is really good. It's insane. And then all of a sudden, you kind of have Kyrie who's pulled away from the other ones. But really, then you have 26.9, 26.6, 26.6, 24.4, 24.1. These guys, all of this is incredible. These six choices are so hard to choose from. Obviously, you also have Russell Westbrook, I guess.
Sure.
Now, I am tempted to put James Harden as an original Houston Rockets stan.
Man, I got his jersey. How many James Harden jerseys you got, bro?
Well, you got me there.
That's what I
don't have a jersey. PJ Tucker, if you're watching, though, please send me your jersey. James Harden is just... He's an animal. I think he's the hardest player to defend in the NBA. As much as people want to try and be like, oh my God, he was a baby. He dropped 40 points in his very first game in Brooklyn, including that being a double-double.
He did.
So let him be a baby. Let him go to his little strip clubs and party. At the end of the day, he'll still score 40 on your favorite team.
Oh.
So I'm tempted to put him.
No,
but
put Zach LaVine.
I do like Zach LaVine a lot for this pick because he, similar to Bradley Beal, has absolutely shown out and put the franchise on his back. You could even say the same thing for Trae Young, though, although Trae Young has a little bit more depth that he can work with.
I think Trae Young has a good chance of getting in. I would like to see Zach LaVine.
I think Zach LaVine deserves this. I think Zach LaVine has absolutely shown the potential, and I think that he's going to be someone that works well with these other teams, and who knows, that might result in him getting traded. That might result in him getting picked up by someone else. I know the Knicks and the Dallas Mavericks have already expressed interest in him.
If Kyle Lowry gets it, I will re-download Twitter just to tweet at him every single time he makes a mistake in the game.
That's fair. There's a lot of good picks here, so it can kind of go any way you want. Basically, make sure you put Bradley Beal because, as he said, the only other wizard that could save that franchise is Harry Potter.
And that really is the only one who could do it.
And there you have it. That's our picks. From the West, you have Steph Curry and Donovan Mitchell, Nikola Jokic and Zion Williamson, Christian Wood, of course, coming in the back. Then from the East, you have Bradley Beal and Zach LaVine, two young up-and-coming players that absolutely deserve it. Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper himself. Domantas Sabonis, another young up-and-comer. And Gordon Hayward, an established veteran that can probably give a lot of insight into these other players.
Overall, I like the picks. I would love to watch this game. I would love to watch this game.
If this game were to happen, I think I still put my money on the West because I'm not sure who stops Zion and Jokic at the same time. I think Kevin Durant could probably lock down one of them just with how long his arms are, maybe tentacles. I don't know which one it really honestly, is that comes out. But
we don't know what goes on during commercials.
We really don't. For all I know, during commercials, Kevin Durant has to take another sacrifice because of his demonic powers.
I mean, this is the only thing that makes sense to me.
I've never watched during the commercials, and I've never been to an NBA game.
Honestly, I could see it.
Let us know what happened in the comments.
My official prediction. I'm going to say West by 3.
West by 3. That's a close game. I would have it a little bit more spread, maybe West by 9. Something in that general range, but
I think it'll be tied in the last 8 seconds, and Steph is going to drop a bomb from the logo.
Okay.
Honestly, that's my official prediction.
So basically, this is a 2K game now.
Hey, he could do it.
Guys, that's going to be it for this video. As I said at the beginning, I'm Reeves.
And I'm Nicholas.
Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment down below. Check out the other student media, including WPCX 97.1 FM and the smoothest jazz in the upstate.
More like the best jazz in the upstate.
Ooh, and you can also go and check out Blue Stocking and Figs and Thistles. Figs and Thistles has a new website. Be sure to check the channel for more information. And most of all, more important than any of that other stuff, thank you for watching. Damn. Wow. I'm glad that was still on camera.
They want to start me.